Hey people, welcome back to my space. Thank you all for the love you've shown to Liwa over time, and today is a very exciting one for me. Like I'm not the Luna. The young man here is very, very feasible.
You know.
So he's not eating. I'm not alone, and it's so interesting because I am excited about what we are about to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got questions for you.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Fortified.
Thank you very much.
You know.
Have you subscribed? Yes? Thank you. No? Click on the subscribe button right now and the notification bell. Okay, let's get to it. We're talking about boy meets girl. Like, what comes to your mind when boy meets girls? Like, there are expectations that you have entering into a relationship from the male end and also from the female end. Well, we are just going to be streamlining into like three. Let's
Okay.
say we'll be talking about like the attention aspect, the finance, and love languages. So let me come from attention. So like as a guy, yeah, because based on babes, man,
Okay.
we expect say even if our guy won't go poop, he's supposed to call us in 4 months, say, babe, I'm going to the toilet right now. It makes
Mm.
us feel like part of his life.
Yeah.
Like I know it sounds ridiculous, but yes, that's how like we feel part of your life.
Yeah.
So but to you guys, man, like you do the chasing, you do the talking before the girl says yes. You try to maintain it for like few weeks or few months, and
Mm.
then 3 months down the line, it's looking like what's going on here? How
Mm.
long do you think you can spend on long talks with your babe daily?
Daily.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like maybe 30 minutes. Oh, what?
Okay.
What? Sorry, I didn't mean that. No, I mean like, I didn't mean 30 minutes actually. I thought you said in a week or something.
Daily.
Daily. I feel like maybe 10 minutes. No, 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 maybe 15 minutes, I'd say. So maybe 5 minutes during the day and maybe 10 minutes before you go to bed.
So like what do
Something
you
like
guys
that.
say in 5 minutes? What happened to the
Like, hey babe, we can't talk right now. I'm at work and I have to, like make this money. So Olati
You're
take
joking.
care.
You're joking. Like you are literally joking, right? Because I'm just going to call a number right now and say, babe, you ain't dating nobody.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
Who,
So
who, oh,
you're literally joking. Okay, so let's move. You
no, no, no.
know.
But seriously, though, I mean, I feel like it depends on your schedule. Like, it's not a fixed thing. I can't tell you that. Hey, babe, you know what? We're about to get into a relationship, and I promise you 30 minutes every day. You can't do that actually. So it depends on it depends on how you guys. I mean, the fact that you have concerns for this lady definitely shows that you're going to give the best of your time, right? So it is not default, but
Okay.
I know that I'm going to try as much as possible to make sure that I feel like I mean your treasure is where your heart is where your treasure is, right? So definitely, if you have this person at the top of your
Yeah.
mind, you'll definitely make out time to talk to this person. So I don't feel like it's a fixed amount of time,
Time.
but whenever it is we have that time to talk during the day, we can make the time to talk. Yeah.
Now that takes me to scheduling.
Okay.
Like when do you notice that calling her daily becomes like a schedule, like a routine? Like the only reason you're calling her is because I've not called this girl today before she come for my head in the night that
Yes, and
babe you've not called me. Like or is it that you guys actually call them because you want to talk to someone? There are two different things.
yeah,
I
sure,
need
I
to
get
like
you.
I've not heard from this girl today. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
How is she doing? Or there's something going on with me right now, and I just feel like let me update this girl.
yeah.
You get like she's a part of your life, or you are doing the calling on. Hey, babe, not verse to say I never call you. Work has been very busy. You
Okay,
understand?
yeah.
Hope you're like that's already becoming routine now. You realize that your discussions are just one way. You only
Okay.
just get to talk about how was work, how have you eaten, what did you do,
Yeah.
like really. So at one point, do you realize that maybe talks are becoming routine, and what do you do differently?
Okay, so first of all, I feel like I mean, before you started dating somebody, it means that you guys were friends already,
Okay.
right? Already. I mean, that's a new
Already.
word in from Big Brother. Yeah. So I mean, before you guys started dating, I mean, it's obvious you guys must have been friends. And so if you're friends with somebody, it means that you're looking forward to having this person as part of your day, right? So, um, and if that's the case, it's not going to be a big deal for you to want to have conversations with this person every day, right?
Okay.
So if I if I'm in a relationship right now, I'll definitely say, hey, babe, what's up? I'm having a recording today with, Tilewa, and, I feel like she's amazing. I mean, I'm looking forward to this opportunity to have that conversation, that kind of thing. So
Okay.
when she calls me and I don't pick her call, she knows that, okay, he's definitely chatting with Tilewa, Jigga, yeah, that kind of thing. So, I mean, it only comes naturally. But the thing is, a lot of times when guys, take that step, or, when we, put ourselves
Serious mood.
in that position where we know that, okay, we want to, it may not, match up to the energy that the lady expects. Sometimes these girlfriends are in the bosky, so you cannot really,
We are
satisfy.
preacher of love and not war.
You guys like war. You guys like war sometimes. So this guy may be thinking, I'm doing a lot. I follow my. If you tell your guy, say, man, I'm very caring. I follow my babe talk for 10 minutes today.
Like what is 10 minutes?
And she's
Babes,
there, and she's
please,
there
help
thinking,
me out here.
and you guys get to fight during the weekend, and she's like, for example, on Tuesday now we spoke for only 10 minutes, and you're like, are you kidding? Like,
Are you
I thought I
shitting me
gave you
right
my all, that kind of thing. So a lot of times I feel like you guys just have to reach a consensus, so to speak. You guys have to, match your level of expectations, and sometimes it may be that you have to tell her that, hey, cut down on this your expectation, or I'm not like you, I don't know the kind of relationship you're coming from, but hey, that's not how it works here. So we have to like reduce. I understand that your boyfriend was maybe, he had only you as his friend, so you guys have to talk all day, but
So you have options.
but
That
what
way
you
you're
have,
trying
I
to tell
mean,
me.
you have, you're going to, be
Like,
with your
dude,
guys.
I'm your woman. Like, I'm supposed to be priority number one.
Your priority.
You talk to me only
Yes.
before
Only.
others.
Okay. So is that an expectation? Is that
Well, I guess some people have that kind of expectation. It's weird, though, but
okay? But well, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like you guys just have to understand yourselves. I mean, like I always say, love is what matters. When love is involved, you guys get to understand and be able to cut your excesses, to fit into the other person's whatever, right?
Okay, so another expectation that usually causes issue in relationship is finance. Like some ladies are just ready to, like, you're coming on me, you're gonna bear the burdens, man. Like, my father has to like retire, then you pick it up from there. So do you have like a particular budget to spend on your babe daily? Like, you are buying Mac.
No, I don't have budget.
I don't like it. I was hearing some ladies talking about their boyfriend giving them boyfriend allowance, and I'm like, oh really? Something like that exists, man. Where the heaven is my boyfriend? I need some boyfriend allowances. So I'm asking you, what's like your boyfriend allowance package for your babe?
I don't have boyfriend.
Is it daily?
I don't have boyfriend allowance.
Is it daily? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Which one do you do?
I feel like we are led by the spirit.
Oh wow! Now we enter spiritual matters. On top money. You understand? You see what we are
you don't get see. It has to be. I feel like I'm just all for spontaneity when it comes to relationships. You understand? I know I know people like that. Like I told I have a friend that, he was I was asking him, guy, how far now? When are you getting married, or how far your babe? I'm not seeing you with any babe, and it's like, the baby I won't get, I want to make sure say I go feed, they give 100K per month. And I'm looking at him,
getting married now?
and he's not married. I understand many of you are like, I beg,
Please
mention
give
his
us
handle.
his ID.
But hey, I feel like being that way is just so. I don't think that's actually a, I feel, I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe that, but I just feel like it's misplaced priorities actually. It's not like you're a kid wire. It's not like you are.
Well,
it's not like this guy was probably earning less than 200,000 in a month.
Okay.
And you are saying that you are looking for, you want to make sure that you can give your baby and see so I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing, to have have the mind to spoil your babe. I don't think anybody has such plans more than I do. Do you get it? But I'm saying love is the foundation, So you are supposed to be concerned about, if you are deciding to meet someone, it's not because you are looking for somebody's school fees to pay. Do you understand? That's not the essence of relationships. You know. That's why when I see men that are seeing all this, I don't talk about tribes right now, but when I see people who just feel like when they just see one babe, they'll just say, "How are you, baby? I want to send you to school." I feel like when the lady comes out, she tells you that she has fallen in love with somebody she met in school, and you're offended. You're the one that wanted to pay
It's
school
life
fees.
now.
Because that was your. So I'm saying, when you're coming from the aspect of love, when you
Okay.
are meeting someone, when you love somebody, the foundation is love. And everything comes from that. Everything exudes out of your expression of love.
Okay.
It is not saying, as I want to date this girl now, I make sure that I give her 50K per month. That's going to come from you loving this person. If you feel like this person needs, those kinds of expenses, you definitely make it available.
All right. So
Do you
I'm
understand?
going to come in again on this finance stuff. So there's something I do
Okay.
that when I have financial challenges, my boyfriend is usually not the first person I go to.
Okay.
Okay. And I go to my friends, like before I go to him and say, Guy Alpha, I need money. Like he's never the first person that comes to mind. But I have some friends, guys, funny enough, that probably if I ask them like, Guy, I need help, like I need stuff or I need loan or whatever, and they just be like, Shay, you know, get boyfriend. Maybe you get boyfriend, or Shay, you know, get boyfriend.
Okay, so
and I'm like, okay, so even guys themselves,
they're the ones telling
they are
you
the
that
ones
that's
kind of telling us that, oh, it is their responsibility.
okay. But why don't you? I mean, my question is why don't you go to your boyfriend first? Are you saying that you're going to maintain that same energy even if he's Davido?
No, maybe not. Let me not say no.
Oh, okay,
But
so-
really, but I just feel okay. So I have, if I go to my friend and I ask my friend for cash or
Okay.
like for help, and he says no, I won't feel bad, and I might probably not even ask him why,
Yeah.
because it is his money.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's also my boyfriend's money too.
Yeah.
But if I ask my boyfriend and he says no, the next question is going to be why. And then maybe probably by the time he's done explaining all the whys, I will now have his own body on top of the small money body where I define the first place.
Oh,
Like I just feel I'm putting him in a
under pressure.
or in a situation where maybe he actually really wanted to do it,
Yeah, but he gets to.
but
feel bad.
he gets to feel bad because he couldn't. So before I would go to him, I had to learn it in a hard way.
So I mean, it means that if you don't go to him, you understand his pocket. For example, I mean, if I'm dating, I mean, if I'm in a relationship right now, the person is going to ask me. The lady I'm dating is going to ask. I mean, she may not be able to. I mean, in my own present status, she may not be able to ask me, "Hey, dude, you know what? I have a project and it's going to cost me 1 million. How far can you
Okay.
give me?" Do you understand? Because she knows that I don't have 1 million. If she doesn't know, it means that we're not in a relationship.
But I think I think for me, it's probably a personality thing, because I remember my mom like calling me while growing up and telling me that, babe, sometimes you don't make assumption for these men. You understand? Like you just don't assume that they should know that you need something.
Oh, okay.
So I think I did same with my dad too growing up. Like I don't go to my dad.
Okay.
I just have this weird feel that if you can't do it, it's going to be under unnecessary pressure, and I don't want to be the reason for putting him under such pressure. But my mom was like, okay, once in a while, ask.
Yeah,
Expect a no. Yeah, it's still hard, but I'm learning
mention
it.
it, yeah.
But mention it and all
No,
that.
so I think that's the ideal thing to do. You
Yeah.
get? So if you are, I mean, it's a love relationship. That's why I say love is the foundation of everything, right? I mean, it doesn't mean that she cannot tell me about the 1 million request, so to
Project.
speak. But I mean, she may just mention it that, okay, this is what she needs, not necessarily.
So when
asking,
she mentions it, does it not give you guys this idea that she's expecting you to do
no,
something about
it doesn't
it?
give, especially if she knows that, she's in a relationship with somebody that loves her so much. She's not supposed to feel that kind of way. No, so this is what I'm saying. Like, you mentioned your dad, and that's why I remembered, my dad also. My dad is someone who used to say that, whatever it is you want, don't just assume that I don't have it. Do you understand? Mention it to me. He could, if you want 2 million to do this thing, don't say, I know to say my papa get 2 million. Mention it. He feels like he could go out the next day and maybe be in a place where it's possible for him to get this money, and because he knows that you need it, he's going to push for it. So you don't just give, and I feel like that applies to relationships
Yeah,
also. So
that makes sense.
I may not have the money right now, but mention it.
Alright.
And when I have the opportunity to, maybe I could be with my guys and they're like, Baba Alpha, do this deal. There is something up. Do you feel like you want to do it? And I think about the fact that, oh, okay, my babe actually, if I do, maybe I don't want to do it at first, not because it's a shady deal or anything, but maybe I just feel like I can pass. But when I just think about the fact that my babe need this thing, do you get? I can now say, okay, you know what, guy, I go do that stuff. You get that kind of thing.
Okay.
So the fact is, that's why communication is important. I don't think there's anything you should need or desire that your boyfriend shouldn't be aware of.
All right.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's it.
Okay, so this last one here, like on love languages. I see some guys, they tell you, some guys will be like, you can't tell me what to do. I love you. I know what to do. You understand that kind of thing? And I'm like, guy, I'm the one you want to show this love to. Aren't you supposed to like ask me what do I want? So like, okay, so doing things spontaneously as against asking your partner what they want. What do you have to say about that? Like, love languages, and mind you, people change. Like we grow, we gather more knowledge. So trust me, part time, people's love languages change.
Okay.
So how
Do
do
love
you?
languages
They
change?
do. There
Okay.
was a time it was gifts for me,
Oh, okay.
not anymore. Like,
Oh, okay. I
do you
see.
understand that
I
kind
see.
of thing?
That's
Exactly.
understandable.
For me now, acts of service it is for me. Like, I do music shows, I run events and all that, and I expect my partner to be a part of my life. Like, seriously involved.
Yeah, like carry speakers and all of those things,
It
or
doesn't
like
have to
what
be
do you?
that bad, but he
Oh,
can
okay.
actually like control the sound engineers and be like, Alpha, you understand that kind of thing? Babe, if you
Okay.
cannot even take me to the studio or something, are you at the studio already? You understand, like I was rehearsals
Yeah,
and
like
all, like be involved. Don't just come and be cheering me up on WhatsApp status or WhatsApp chats or telling me I'm proud of you on the phone. How proud? Do you
but
even know
but
what I
that's
went through?
but that's also part of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's part of it. But like, I'm proud of you. Thank you. Plenty of my friends have told me I'm proud of you today. You understand? So how does yours hold more weight than
Okay.
theirs? I also want to be a part of his life. You might be interested in a different thing. You get, let's say me, I'm like into the old media thing and all that, and you are probably into maybe career research. I'm
Yeah.
not a book person, so to say, but I want to know. Okay, what's up, babe? Is this research I'm working on economics, kineko, all the best? You understand? Like I was like, do you need time? Do you need to like have time? We can even be so as good as this guy is working on a project, so he won't be able to cook for himself for the next few days. So just like people will be expecting us to feed you well. How will we feed you when we don't know whether you're hungry or not? You understand? So really, like, how do you guys like? How do you handle spontaneity in love languages with your partner, or asking them what do they really want? Which one works for you?
Um. I feel like you know, like I always say, okay, yeah, spontaneity is good, but sometimes, I mean, it is more like a general outcry that men are very insensitive.
Yep.
A lot of ladies say that, and
Yep.
so and over time, I feel like guys have realized that maybe it is really impossible for us to really know what women want, so to speak. So, in as much as yes, there's a place of spontaneity, I feel like a lady should be, and this is where being very expressive comes in. So, I feel like ladies should be able to say what exactly it is that they want out of maybe particular situations, or give a hint about how they expect their partners to participate in whatever event that they are about.
Okay.
So, but for the most part of it, I feel like spontaneity is what works well for me.
How about you ask them?
Okay, yes, that also applies. I mean, and like I said, you said something about you being or you expecting that your partner is, all over you and all of that when you're having events like that. But you should also take cognizance of the fact that this guy could be so very busy, and he could have a very tight schedule. He's attending meetings and he's in conference meetings and all of that, and he may not really have that luxury of time to check on you every time. But if you know his heart, if you know that,
So
okay, this
that's
guy.
that's 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 the thing. Know his heart. I
Yes.
understand that you have a tight schedule.
Okay.
You get. I'm not going to date a lazy ass. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
That's not that you have a tight schedule. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to carry the speakers or
Yeah.
be there. But there's something about being involved. A call, a 5 minute call to the sound engineer to ensure that they are at this venue. I don't know if you're like, go outside, go beyond. Babe, I'm proud of you. I wish you all of the very best in today's
But why is it calling sound?
event.
Why is it calling sound engineer
Maybe
for
I'm
you?
just saying sound engineer. Like I just keep saying
Okay.
sound engineer. He can decide to like monitor other aspects.
Yeah.
Not just or just call you, okay, babe, who is planning your event? Who is your events planner?
Yeah.
Has this person checked up on this? I used to date the guy. Well, you don't compare people though. Let's date a guy that when I was in uni back then,
Okay.
he wasn't even in Akure.
Okay.
He was in Lagos.
Yeah.
I was the choir coordinator and we were planning rehearsals. In fact, almost everybody around me knew I had a boyfriend that they never saw till we broke up. They never saw this guy
Oh, okay, but
and all that. But it was all up in my business. Like I remember he would call my friend. I can go after long rehearsals. I can get home tired. I'll wake up to like breakfast.
that's
Like
it.
he
That's
will call
interesting.
my friend to organize it. You know
Oh,
this kind
okay.
of thing. Like
Wow.
he's not there.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing so much. He probably wasn't even spending up to 5,000 naira or something back then. But he
On
showed that
breakfast, I mean.
I'm just
No, I just want to know because this was like how many years ago?
like 5 years ago.
I was
I'm
25
just
on
saying,
breakfast. So
like,
okay, yeah.
I'm just
No. I'm just trying to
so
understand
yes, like
expectations. Yeah.
he showed that he wanted to get involved.
Yes,
He
I
did
did.
not have to come to Akure. He didn't have to do. He didn't even like give me funds for the concerts.
Yeah.
You understand? But it showed that he was particular about me, my well-being, and all sorts. That's what I'm saying.
How is that person an ex right now?
I know, right?
I know
The
that's not
funny
part of the
things,
conversation,
but
but
like the funny things that happens, man, it go be.
you see why love is so very
So very what?
more like the basic.
Yeah.
I mean, that couldn't.
So that's what I'm. See, love should be enough.
Okay.
Love is the basic. But like I said, only loving the Christian way is enough.
Oh, okay.
According to First Corinthians, like only that. As in, if you can follow love in that part,
Yeah.
then it will be enough. But there are so many distractions, man. Like there are too many distractions, and then probably too many experiences from the past that is just shielding people, making people build mechanisms around themselves. You understand that
Yeah.
kind of thing and all that. So you really need to also like educate yourself on emotional intelligence.
Okay, but I understand what you're saying, but I feel like there's a point I really want to say, and that has to do with, the fact that now we're talking about love or the biblical example of love, and so what I would want to say about that is, I actually I am not of the I mean I'm against the is it a school of thought now or the fact that people say experience has made them to be in a different kind of way. Now, experience can never make me love less. Experience would never make me love in a different type of way, no matter the kind of heartbreak I feel or I felt.
Some people don't know how to manage that. How do you manage that?
Managing that is orientation.
It
You
is,
you need to keep developing yourself in a way that
yeah, it's as funny as some people don't want children because of how their mother treated them.
I
So
feel
imagine how that kind of person is going to take relationship. So like people differ.
it's not people that differ. It is your decisions that differ.
What if they
Because
don't
that's
actually
it.
know like the opposite decision to take, and that is all
And
they
that's
see
why that's
as
why
a
that's
choice.
that's why we need
You
to
know?
that's why we need to keep growing, so to speak, exposing ourselves to teachings and different things that could make us, because I mean everybody is natural. The natural expectation for you having an experience is to live by that
Learn.
experience or act based on your experience. I mean, for every action there's an equal and opposite
reaction.
whatever. Yeah. So
Great
so
theorem.
that's the normal expectation.
You smart.
You know,
Okay.
that's a normal expectation. But because of the fact that because of the teachings that we have been exposed to, the kind of exposures that we have, right? We understand that there are some things that are not supposed to change our
person.
reaction to life. Do you
Yeah.
understand exactly? So I don't expect to. I can't love somebody so wholeheartedly right now, and she breaks my heart or she does something crazy, and when I get into my next relationship I'm going to love less because I am now making myself not the special person I feel I was.
Okay, so I just believe that there are so many expectations, you understand, in relationships. And yes, we are coming to the end of today's show, and we would like you to get into the comment section and tell us about your expectations, the one you've been able to manage, or the ones that you think you can never reach a compromise on. Like it's either I get this in the relationship or I don't. Dear Mude Bayo, it's been so nice having you here today.
What a pleasure.
Thank you so
Feels
much.
good.
for coming.
I mean, the fact that I have to sit beside you, I mean, I feel like that's every sense of fulfillment right now.
Thank you. You can say it again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yes, guys, Modibayo is the big deal experience.
Yeah, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called The Big Deal Experience. Yes, so we get to talk about, I mean, real life issues, right? I mean, how things supposedly happen. All of these women, they have issues, they have wahala. Sometimes so
Don't let us end this
we
thing
just
in
get to
fight.
talk about,
In a
all of
blow.
those things, and I just feel like, we can have, interesting conversations right there. So please, The Big Deal Experience, and trust me to have an amazing time on there.
Thank you so much for coming on to Liwa again today. We see you next time.